Good evening, Void Sailor crew. This is your captain, Sarah B. We have explored the dark for so long that sometimes we need reminders of the places we have seen, of the places we come from. We need to jolt our memories from the past loose to fully electrify the present. This is the Void Bulletin, stories from our journey and updates on the Void Sailor and its community. Many of the crew this week. Many of the crew this week have sent virtual letters asking about the closure of Hallway 3, Deck C. Good evening, Void Sailor crew. This is your captain, Sarah B. We have explored the dark for so long. Please contact the captain. Mace, Tass, Nick, if any of you can hear me, please respond.
Void Sailor Anomaly Report number K4571. Subreport A. Our operating procedures thus far have never prepared us for such a situation. It would appear the Chief Alchemical Officer K truly did only induce a growth hormone to certain production sections of the G.A.R.D.E.N.s. No evidence of genetic tampering has been found. Unfortunately, the use of the gravity drive to try and remedy the situation as we have in the past appears to be malfunctioning. I'm not sure what the problem is. Perhaps I engaged the mechanism too early. The captain appears incompetent at best, perhaps an active threat at worst. I am not sure how much she has discovered for herself or how many memories have leaked through for her. I will continue to monitor the situation and update her file as relevant. Per the Elif Historical Society Foundational Charter and Operating Guide, I have determined that the next course of action should be to allow the situation to develop, and only reset any catastrophic timeline. This is not a traditional or typical course of action, and I would not take such action if any alternative were available. Please see the attached sub-reports for conclusory information about the developments in this case.
On computer, what's the status of the gravity field drive and radiation shielding?
Micromass generator online. 1.102 billion Kelvin. Temperature warning. Radiation shielding 82% of nominal. Mild contamination warning. Recommended actions. Reduce power usage in. Reduce power usage in non-essential systems. Temporarily evacuate hallways 440 through 500 all decks.
Okay, computer, issue the evacuation order to those hallways only. Switch to emergency lighting systems and transfer all non-emergency communications to the backup power generator.
Emergency lighting systems online. Backup power generator. Booting. Booting. Backup power generator online. Non-essential communications. Powering down. Non-essential communications. Booting. Booting. Non-essential communications. Online. Micromass generator. Online. 1.091 million Kelvin. Temperature warning. Estimated time to nominal. 1.13 hours through rotation. Radiation shielding. 83% of nominal. Mild contamination warning. Estimated time to nominal. Calculating. Calculating.
This is the captain.
Captain, this is Nick.
Nick, what happened to the radiation shielding?
Estimated time to nominal. Unknown.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out what happened. I'm at the main drive control station. It looks like there was a huge power draw that spiked the inflow. It made the temperature and pressure jump. I bet that shielding just got blasted with more than it can handle. We'll check it out.
Can you work the problem from the control stations at the bridge?
Doubtful. I only have access to the G.A.R.D.E.N.s from this station. The hardware is entangled.
Okay. Send anyone you don't absolutely need towards the bow past hallway 440. All decks. I sent out the temporary evac order, but I know how the engineering crew gets with something like this.
Understood. I'll update you when I know more. Nick out.
Attention all crew. Due to a temporary reduction in shielding capacity, all hallways from 440 through 500 must evacuate to the bow of the ship. This temporary evacuation order is mandatory for all crew who are not under the immediate direction of Chief Engineer Nick G.A.R.D.E.N.s. Bulkheads at the 439 to 440 intersection will close on all decks in 5 minutes.
Void Sailor Anomaly Report number K4571. Subreport B. New evidence to submit. According to Void Sailor crew records, Chief Alchemical Officer Tass Kay is no longer aboard the ship at this point. No bioalchemical markers matching her records are found on board. However, the communications relay database suggests that when Officer K was no longer aboard, there was a call placed to the captain from Officer K's communicator. This is strange, but at this point an assumption may be made that she has experienced a similar fate to Yuri. This, once again, is unconventional. Assumptions are primarily the one thing we must avoid as historians. However, this situation is unprecedented. Upon further review of the facts in Yuri Judd's case, I have concluded that the growth hormone introduced by Officer K is indeed the culprit. However, something still vexes me. If the growth hormone alone could cause this, why haven't there been reports in any of the preceding centuries of such an event? I cannot yet make any definitive conclusions in either case, therefore, and also must issue retractions to the submitted Anomaly Report number K4570, Subreport C through F. Please see the attached retraction, which is a copy of the retraction submitted. Retraction submission confirmation number
This is the captain. Hello? Hello? What's that noise? What is that? Hello? Computer, who just connected on the line?
You are currently connected to Chief Alchemical Officer Tass Kay.
Tass? 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 What was that sound? Computer, locate Chief Alchemical Officer Tass Kay.
Error. Bioalchemical signals of Chief Alchemical Officer Tass Kay not found aboard the Void Sailor. Error. All escape pods locked. Error. All fighters locked. Error. Unknown location of Chief Alchemical Officer Tass Kay. Recommended action. Error.
What?
Unable to recommend.
What the?
Error. Bioalchemical signals of Chief Alchemical Officer Tass Kay last reported in the Hormone and Signaling Lab. Error. Unknown location of Chief Alchemical Officer Tass Kay.
Well, this doesn't make any sense. This is the captain.
Captain, the situation down here is getting weird.
What do you mean weird, Nick? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Have you been able to determine what happened to the radiation shielding?
No, but you might want to hold off on closing those bulkheads.
What? Why? Is engineering still evacuating?
No, well, I'm not sure what they're doing. They're turning into something.
They've turned into what? Talk to me, Nick.
They're covered in vines. It looks like the vines crept in from the forward hallways.
All of them?
No, about half the engineering crew made it out on the upper decks. I have some sheltering across the lower decks like I am. Listen, I don't think
Void Sailor Anomaly Report number K4571, Subreport C. Upon further investigation, it would appear that the anomalous entity which has taken control of Chief Alchemical Officer Kay's communicator is indeed dangerous. Recommending classification as a Level 4 dangerous historical artifact. Recommendation based on the following qualifications. 1. Potentially conscious, or self-thinking in a way beyond anthropic comprehension. 2. Proven capable of replication, reproduction, contamination, bioalchemical spread, and/or infection. 3. Inconclusive alchemical evidence to determine origin. 4. Proven capable of self-propelled movement or locomotion. 5. Not recommending Level 5 due to potential limitation of qualification number 4, based on Chief Engineer's description of the anomaly. There is no procedural precedent or recommendation for the next steps in The logical conclusion is to attempt containment of the anomaly, initiating ship lockdown at timestamp.
Emergency. Ship lockdown initiated.
Computer, Override lockdown. Authorization 3051.
Unable to comply. Authorization code not accepted. Primary control locked to non-essential personnel. Please return to your quarters until further notice. Non-essential comms have been temporarily disabled. Starboard escape pods.
Computer,
primed.
override.
Port
Override,
escape
listen
pods
to me.
primed. Error. Multiple bulkhead failures. Bulkhead 439, Deck A, failure. Bulkhead 439, Deck B, failure. Bulkhead 439, Deck C, failure. Bulkhead.
Void Sailor Anomaly Report number K4571, Subreport D. The anomaly appears much stronger than anticipated. Bioalchemical analysis is still inconclusive. It looks like I did manage to prevent the original anomalies from entering hallway 440, but it doesn't appear to have mattered much. The vines have grown past the bulkheads and have prevented them from closing all the way. The force those vines must be sustaining, well, it doesn't make sense. Given the historical nature of this situation, and lacking any procedural clarification, it would appear I have no choice but to allow this situation to conclude. Perhaps there is no stopping this particular anomaly.
Bulkhead 439, Deck
Computer,
C,
override.
failure.
Authorization
Bulkhead
3051.
439, Deck D, failure. Lockdown override authorization confirmed. Lowering bulkheads. Non-essential communications online. Starboard escape pods locked.
Computer,
Port
clear
escape pods
lockdown override
locked.
notification queue. Yeah. What is happening? This is the captain.
Captain, it's Nick. What's going on?
Sorry, Nick. I'm not sure what happened. The computer wasn't accepting my override code. Nick? What's that?
Captain, we're being attacked down here. There are these vines. They're
Nick, just get somewhere safe, okay? Where are you?
I've locked myself into the primary control station room. I'm the only one in here.
Nick, what can you see?
The vines they're grabbing the crew and wrapping them around them. Their eyes have turned green. Oh, flock me, Captain. What's happening?
I don't know, Nick.
There's light. Light? Yes, there's lights coming from their eyes. Oh no. There's some of them are. They're trying to open the emergency access hatch to the micromass generator.
Oh,
Authorization confirmed. Non-essential personnel to quarters. Non-essential comms temporarily disabled. All A-deck bulkheads closed. Starboard escape pods primed. Port escape pods primed. Error. Multiple bulkhead failures. Error. Bulkhead.
Nick?
439.
Nick, are you there?
Deck B. Failure. Error.
Nick!
Bulkhead 439. Deck C. Failure. Error. Bulkhead 439. Deck D. Failure. Error. Bulkhead 439.
Nick!
Deck E. Failure. Error. Bulkhead 439. Deck F. Failure. Error. Bulkhead 439.
Nick!
Deck G. Failure. Caution. Multiple conflicting systems errors. Error. Please check timekeeper. Error. Multiple conflicting systems errors. Catastrophic error. Computer reboot recommended. Power system reboot recommended. Error. Overvoltage. Error. Rebooting.
No, don't!
Error. Reboot failure. Error. Overvoltage. Power surge protector 1 compromised. Error. Overvoltage. Error. Overvoltage. Power surge protector 2 compromised. Error. Overvoltage. Error. Overvoltage. 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 Overvoltage.
Flock.
The Void Bulletin is a narrative, science fiction horror podcast by Livewire Multimedia Stories. Captain Sarah B. is voiced and created by Elizabeth Fullman, who can be found as @CaptainSarahB on Tumblr and Blue Sky. Nick is voiced by Joe. The Void Sailor's computer is voiced by Liz Fullman. The Mysterious Voice is voiced by Gwen Fullman. Captain Sarah B's model art is by Razimatazd, who can be found on YouTube @Razimatazd. This project is written by Elizabeth Fullman, co-executive produced by Gwen Fullman and Elizabeth Fullman, with music by Elizabeth Fullman. If you enjoyed what you listened to, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/Livewire Multimedia Stories. There you will get exclusive access to early episodes and fun perks like access to polls and our Discord server, where we collaborate on projects and share resources. If you like this project and would like to learn more about it or any of our other projects, please follow us on our social media accounts. We are on Tumblr @Livewire Media, on Instagram @Livewire Multimedia, and on YouTube @Livewire Multimedia Stories. But really, the best way to support us is to share this with a friend. Thank you for listening.